Hola, Pisces friends. Got a boat out there. It's beautiful. Fishing boat. And we're going to do the single spread for you now. It's a special on the beach edition. Tell me more. Um, Beautiful morning. That's going to be for the third week of April 2021. And really whenever it resonates. The winds get crazy here. It's fairly early in the morning, but here it comes. So this is like a super single reading, I call. We also have every Saturday's Aquarius Pisces Day. So we also have the heart spread. That's if you have someone on your mind. That's the big distinction. For this one, you don't have someone on your mind. So that's good. We're clearing the decks, clearing a runway. I already pre-shuffled. Let's put some energy on these. Clearing the runway here. And what we're asking from Spirit is to bring in your soulmate, not the next problem. What we need here is to see the person that's right for you, for your path, for your soul's work, and you're going to be right for them. That's how it works. So we're going to tell them to go ahead and land. That plane's been circling for I don't know how long because you've been busy, because you're ready now to meet them, and bring them on in, and we're going to pick them up in a limo and go out on a date with them, get to know them. And I'm going to throw a lot of glass beads at the cards here because otherwise we're going to blow away. So this is very different readings, so bear with me. So 10 of Wands and a 7 of Cups, the emotional position. Let me see here. And let me do, this is their intellectual position. It's the 4 pillars. The star, very nice here. And the Page of Cups, so a lot of energy with this person, very positive person, Aquarius energy coming through, of course, with the star. And in terms of the intellect, Aquarius Mercury, I gotta say, as an astrologer, Aquarius Mercury stands out to me. I've never once dealt with one. I've dealt with a lot of people that was not pretty brilliant. And it's like Aquarius there in Mercury, Mercury in Aquarius, it's it just seems like a good mind too. Like they can just do whatever they need to do. But emotionally, I think they're a very passionate person. They might be kind of wear their emotions on their sleeve. And with this combination of the 7 of Cups here and the 10 of Wands, because it's kind of a different reading. But with the 10 of Wands, it's very emotional. I'm trying to decide with the 7 of Cups going back, and could be going back to childhood, talking to with the 10 of Wands. Maybe they didn't have an easy childhood though. So one of the stories they might tell you would be looking for Pisces and maybe about their childhood. Because there'd be very passionate and outgoing and wanting to take action a lot, but underneath of that, like some maybe doubt. This is emotionally. This could be like from the childhood stuff. Nobody's perfect. This is your person. Didn't say they're perfect, but they would be perfect for you. But with the 10 of Wands too, there's their actions. They may have spent a lot of energy, taking a lot of actions to deal with all this. But underneath too, it would indicate that there's just going to be a lot more going on with them that meets the eye. They're going to be the 90% of the iceberg that's underneath the water. And they may not show this 7 of Cups. They may not really, it's emotional, they might not think this way about themselves, but there's like a vulnerability underneath it that you wouldn't maybe notice with this 10 of Wands, because they're not going to seem like a vulnerable type person when you get to know them. They're probably going to be pretty outgoing and outspoken, and with the star here and the Page of Cups, very sincere. It's a nice transition from the 7 of Cups to the Page of Cups here, emotionally and intellectually. That could be this work like with the inner child. And so it's someone with the star that has vision and a very broad-minded, liberally minded type of personality, visionary type of intellect, but also very sincere. And with the Page of Cups, I don't think there's someone that would lie. I mean, it'd be kind of like this innocence to them, you know, and maybe in the way they talk and stuff, and even like the way they look, their facial expressions, like there might be to them a sincerity. You might look and go, you know, they sound really sincere. You know, well, I think like they are, you know. And two, I think with the Seven of Cups is, and in the star up there, I think like they never stop questioning themselves. They sort of never stop growing. They understand about like owning their emotions and not projecting and not avoiding, and a lot of that. So they're sort of measuring themselves a lot, taking their own measure to as they go forward. You know, because it's maybe some things that are boundaries and a lot of things that come naturally to someone maybe had a healthy childhood and the benefits of good self-esteem from the parents, find we have to go inside and figure it out, because we had to kind of learn it, like learning a second language. It's like when you're older, you're never really fluid in it. You know, you have to only stop and think a minute. For me, I even wish it was that good, but now the moon sexually, the Five of Wands, and there's going to be come out very differently. The moon sexually and the Five of Wands, I think differently than you might think here. And in terms of their love nature too, I think they look for this. They might have a Pisces Venus, possibly a Cancer Venus. Let's see what would work. And then a fire, Cancer or Pisces Venus, and then it's going to be a fire Mars. So it could be a Pisces Venus and an Aries Mars, or a Cancer Venus and a Leo Mars. Look for like that kind of energy. From this past stuff, they might have some issues sexually too to deal with. But I think with the Five of Wands, again, it's like they are dealing with them, or they have dealt with them. And they might tell you about this. I don't know. Might be the kind of thing. Like they just they maybe don't like making love with the lights on. It could, they've learned things. I had an ex was abused, and I didn't know yet. Well, kind of did know, but when talked about it, and just playfully grabbed her and put her on my knee, and I mean, she freaked out. Well, that's what her dad did to her. You know, you don't know these little things like that. So they probably figured out like what these triggers are. I got a feeling, and so they may have this talk with you. It's like I don't see this reading as bringing in this toxic energy to a toxic level. But when you love someone and they're soulmate, you know, you learn these things, and it's like, okay, if it really triggers you to have the lights on, then we're going to have the lights off. Hey, well, how about candlelight? And how about that? You know, you work that out. Nice. But I think they're a very vulnerable lover. Like they kind of like it. I think they're submissive, and so they're gonna want you to like take control in the lovemaking department, and maybe kind of in the relationship, man or woman. They might kind of it will be this more submissive one, not only sexually, but sort of want you to take the lead, almost like in a traditional male-female 1950s type of way. You know, even if you're the male and they're the female, or you're the female and they're the male, they may want you to be the one kind of take control of things, okay? Especially being that they're going to trust your soulmate. Temperance coming in. A Sag card over here. This is in their lifestyle here and core values in the world. Wow. Use all my glass beads and hope nothing blows away. So, what a picture. The world in temperance here. This is in their core values and in their lifestyle. Kind of conservative for the core values. Not like a Republican conservative. But maybe part of all of this getting control of things and bringing their life into this balance and stuff, and a lot of it due to their own makeup, their own effort, their own optimism. They always remain positive. It's just natural for them. They don't negative self-talk, and so I think, like, in terms, they probably have gotten themselves into a pretty good position, because with temperance in the world, over time, you would have the patience to achieve, to rise to that next level of the world. So, and they may have done this several times. So a story they might tell was they graduated from college and they got a job, and then they got an offer to do an advanced degree from a company that would pay, I don't know. And so then they did that, and they've gone through a process of leveling up, I think, in their life. So they may have dealt emotionally to probably an older person too, not 60, but past first Saturn return, an adult person here that takes care of themselves, okay, and maybe others as well. I don't really read that here, whether they have children, but they probably do something that helps other people and is some position of authority. So they're going to probably tell you what they do. So it's like this: whatever they do, they've spent a lot of time doing it. It means a lot to them. They're both major coners here, and they're probably going to keep doing it. They like doing it, and it's the kind of thing where it leaves the world a little bit better than they found it, energy, I think. So, like, when they tell you what you're going to do, you're going to like it too, and you're going to see that, yeah, it's the kind of thing you really want them to go to work, because whatever it is that they do, they help people, they help the world somehow, usually the world. They're could be a fairly big position, what they do. Or maybe they're the head of a nursery school, or the head nurse, and a program to help people emotionally or something like this. I think you'll get that kind of story, guys. So let me know, Pisces, if you meet this person, if it resonates. Go out on some dates, give them a chance, and see what you do is, like, put it on your phone. Tell your friend, the date is at 9. Tell your friend, call me at 9:45, and that way, if it's not going well, you just say, "Oh, Mom, oh my God, I'll be right there. Sorry, gotta leave, gotta go to the hospital." So, Sagittarius advice. But if it's going well, you just ignore the phone call and say, "I don't want to talk on the phone. I want to talk to you." Thank you, guys.